Hey, Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. This week, I want to talk to you about motivation. Yeah. So I'm hearing across the board that many people are not feeling motivated. They just feel like, oh my gosh, I used to be able to do this exercise or I used to be able to do this, meal cooking and all this kind of stuff, and they just don't feel motivated. In fact, some people just feel like they just want to sit like a, lump on a rock and just like sit there. And here's the thing is we in our society will often make ourselves feel bad for not being productive, okay? You know who you are. Yeah, I know that one. So, in our society, it's all about, success, and success is about being productive and getting things done and, with willpower. And there's a lot to be said with willpower, okay? So, in the not that distant past, how we got a lot of things done was by sheer will. We willed ourselves to eat right, not drink caffeine or not eat sugar, or we, got our alarm clock, going at 5 a.m. so we can go and meditate, and that's not me, or exercise, right? And are there benefits to that sort of willpower? Well, absolutely there are. Um, Anyone who's ever had any sort of, outside success can tell you that they've been disciplined, not for everything. We don't be perfect, but they've been disciplined, whether that be an athlete being disciplined on their eating plan or their workout plan, or a business owner, being very disciplined on posting on social media or doing their taxes or whatever it is. So things are changing though. Not to say that willpower is not important, it is. But I want you to feel this in your body, especially if you're a sensitive soul. You've been following me for a while, right? We always talk about the body and the feeling and the energy. So I want you just to close your eyes for a moment, if it's safe for you to do that while you're listening to me. And I want you to imagine in your body, as you say, I'm going to make this happen, okay? I just want you to say that to yourself. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to be disciplined and I'm going to do this. What does it feel like? For me, it feels like a very masculine energy, okay, very strong energy, like I'm about to fight a war, or do a race or something, like there's some adrenaline pumping. That has its place, but times have changed with the ascension or the expansion process, like I like to call it. Things have changed. So guess what? We can have success in the outside world in a much different way. And the way is divine discipline. So how does that explain the whole lack of motivation? Well, here's the thing. We are doing so much healing work right now. Like, I can't even tell you. Like deep, 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 deep healing work. Okay. In traditional healing, I'm not talking about Western medicine, okay? I'm talking about actual healing. In traditional healing, they understand something called a healing crisis or a healing detoxification process, and that takes energy to do. So that's why when people try to force themselves to detoxify with tons of herbs and things like that, but they're running like 1,000 miles an hour, they don't have enough sleep, they've got 5 kids that are screaming at them, and they have this job and they're working full time. That's why they bottom out. They can't handle the detoxification because it takes energy. So just understand that you are in a process of very deep healing right now, and it is taking your energy. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you don't have a huge vat of reserve because of past trauma, past, not enough sleep, too much stress, illness, that kind of thing, you're going to be drawing on those reserves. And if you don't have enough reserves, yeah, you may be bottoming out. So that lack of motivation may very well represent just not enough energy in this moment to do some other outward things that you think you should do. But at the end of the day, if you were to decide, do I really want to fully heal or do I just want to do my to-do list? I think your higher self would say, I really want to heal, right? So somehow we have to be okay with not being motivated to do things. Now, where does divine discipline come in? Here's the really cool thing. If you have been disciplined in the past, okay? If you have done a diet, if you have done, regular exercise, if you've done anything and been successful in the past, you have set a pattern, an energy pattern in the body, in your consciousness, to be able to kind of like have a discipline reserve, so to speak. And what that means is that when you do not feel motivated, and it's not pathological for you to actually take action, okay, in other words, you don't feel motivated, but you feel you have, energy for it, but you're not motivated to do it. All you need to do is, instead of that willpower, that forcing yourself to do it, that masculine energy, okay, we're going into a more feminine state right now, the Aquarian age. All that takes is for you to take one step in the direction of what it is you wish to see accomplished, etc. So for example, I might wake up kind of sleepy one day and go, wow, I don't feel like doing exercise at all, right? But I blocked off, an hour to exercise, get my, bulletproof coffee, whatever, have a nice quiet morning. So I might go, well, I'm not motivated to exercise, right? But instead of making myself, making myself feel bad, like, come on, right? None of that masculine critical energy. What I might do is just acknowledge, okay, I'm not really feeling that motivated. I'm not really sure whether it's, low energy. In my case, probably not. But, or a deep healing. Now, 99% of the time, it's just part of the healing process, right? So I might go, okay, well, let's see, I have scheduled this off. So I'm just going to go ahead and just walk into the exercise room, right? And just look around. I might look around and go, what do I feel like doing? I don't know if I feel like doing much, but I'll just go ahead and start something, anything. Okay, I might go on my power plate, start doing some squats. I might see that the rings are there, I might do some pull-ups. I might see my punching bag and start doing my, 135, punches. But you know what? When I start, the energy starts to flow, and then I just keep going. So it's not that kind of discipline where you have to wrangle yourself and make yourself do it. You just put one foot in front of the other and you just start. And oftentimes, because you've been disciplined in the past, and maybe did use willpower in the past, you just have this pattern set up, so you just do it. And you just, obviously, if it doesn't feel good, you stop. But if it starts feeling better, you're like, oh, okay, and you just keep going. Sometimes you'll be surprised that after you sit down and just start, that things flow. For example, with the exercise, I might start going, maybe I'll do something for 5 minutes. I don't know, I'll do something, right? And then I'll do this, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then I'll try something else. And literally the other day, I went and wanted to, my brain was like, well, you haven't done double unders, like jump ropes, which you do 2 per jump, right? Because it's pretty hard. You haven't done that in a week. So here's Tuesday, you have an hour blocked off. Why don't you do that? So I started doing it, and I was like, oh, I'm not very good today. Then I thought, well, I'm just going to check my brain balance. So it was an opportunity to stop, check my brain balance, did a correction. Then started doing it again. OMG, a lot better. My patches kicked in, my phototherapy patches kicked in, and I beat a personal record. Did I feel like doing it that day? Not really. Not really. I was like, I'll just sit here and do computer work, it's a lot easier. But I just went out there and just started, and I tripped up a couple times, did my muscle testing, went back and just kept it going, just one step. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And so I kept getting better and better until my final one, my record up to that point was 29 double unders in a row, unbroken. And I said to myself, let's go for 35 without any attachment to getting it. I didn't tell my husband that goal, but I just said that's what I'm doing. So he was there cheering me on. And so I felt myself jump higher and higher and higher. And I got my 35. But at the start of that, I was not motivated to do it. So that's what I'm talking about. Divine discipline is just sitting down and just starting and seeing where it goes and being open to it possibly, working out. It feels really different from what we're used to. So it may feel foreign at the beginning to you, but all I can say is this divine discipline is the place we're moving to. If we want to get where we want to go, it is going to take that divine discipline to get there. Now, you could do it through willpower, but it's not the most efficient, energy efficient way to do it. So if you want to accomplish anything, definitely have goals for sure. But these days, it's less about forcing yourself to do it and just, doing it. And even though you're not motivated, it's amazing how far you can come, how much you're, it like bolsters your self-esteem, to be able to get things done. And if you're in stillness, that helps a lot because you're just feeling the energy in your body, and all that mind talk, it just goes away when you're focused on feeling in the body. So you just take the next action step, the next action step. I was going to start a brand new diet thing, and I was having difficulty like figuring out where I'm going to buy this stuff, and you got a mask and blah blah blah, right? And I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be too hard. I don't think I can handle that. I'm just not going to start, on Monday or Tuesday or whatever I was going to start. Then I thought, okay, well, what would I do if I could get the produce and I could get the the food I wanted, right? So I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can order something online, see if we can pick it up different ways, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty easy. Okay. And I said to my husband, can you pick it up, honey, for me? He's like, sure, right? So it made my life so much easier. And now I've learned a new skill set, how to order groceries online. And they, bring it right to your car. And, I was like, wow, that saved me an hour. And I didn't buy stuff that I wasn't supposed to buy because I just bought what I needed. So I started my diet. I had no excuse not to. So I want you to really feel into that, because we're going to do a TOLPAKAN healing activation right now. I want you to feel your body, and if you want to accept this healing, you can just make the intention to accept. I'm going to say what's called a TOLPAKAN healing directive, and then your job is just to feel in the body. So what we're going to do today is help you access that space within you of divine discipline, because you may not be connected to that yet. So if you're open to that, you can go ahead and, you can do it eyes open, eyes closed, doesn't really matter. Feel into your body. And here we go. We're going to do that activation now. So it's now commanded that anything preventing you from fully accessing and utilizing your divine discipline be healed and resolved in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. Simple, simple. That's it. So go ahead and feel your body. I feel something moving around in my body, and actually a little bit more grounded. You might feel something completely different. But I would love for you to comment below in the comments and let me know how that feels in your body. And what that activation was like, and whether or not you resonate with what I'm saying today about divine discipline and lack of motivation. So just stop feeling bad about not being motivated. Just know you're healing really deeply. You need some time. Sometimes it's little physical rest. Sometimes it's mental rest. Other times you just go on autopilot, but not the old autopilot in the past where it's bad habit. It's the autopilot of good habits. That's divine discipline. Being an autopilot for good habits. You just go in stillness, don't have an emotional reaction, just continue step by step. And that's great for your business. That's great for your relationships. That's great for your diet, your health, all that kind of stuff. All right, so some announcements for today on Light Warrior Radio. We're going to be talking about Atlantis. I haven't had anyone on the show yet talk about Atlantis, and I've been pretty curious about it. I don't really know a lot about the science or the folklore. I don't remember being in Atlantis, but I do have other lives in Lemuria. But many of my followers, students, clients have past lives in Atlantis. So I think this is going to be really super interesting. So there is a book called Atlantis, the Lost Continent Finally Found. And there are some experts I will be interviewing. Now, the author has since passed away, but his grandson, who is Philip Santos Arajo, sorry for the pronunciation, he's going to be there, as well as Frank Joseph Hoff, who's an understudy for the late Professor Mauricio Santos, who wrote the book. So we're going to talk about how folklore or so-called mythology actually matches with the scientific data about the existence of Atlantis. So if ever you've had some curiosities about Atlantis, you definitely want to check in that show. It's going to be a live show, 12 noon Eastern on Monday. So I will put the link near this video so you can access that. Some cool stuff I want to share with you. As of this recording, this weekend is going to be the last weekend. We're open for the Ascension 3 store. You can go to ascension3.net. So we have Ascension 3 jewelry, we have Ascension 3 meditation pyramids, and also, some silicone bracelets. We have 2 bracelets. One is the Ascension 3 regular formula, and the other one is the 3R formula. Now, if you have ever had, or someone you know or love has any icky symptoms from the big C or the big V, then this may help with some of those symptoms through energetic detoxification. So it's just 12 drops a day. I know the instructions say 10 3 times a day. That's more like a maximum dose. Most people don't need that. Just 12 drops a day is enough. You can put it in water. You can put it in coffee, tea. You can even put it on your tongue, although it's a little spicy because of the minerals it's stored, the energy is stored in. But it's very, very simple, and we've had some pretty profound effects that people have reported to us. So we have some testimonials as well. I'm not going to read them off right now, but you can actually go to the website. I'll put the link. So I highly recommend that you have some 3R at least in your cabinet, okay, for emergencies. I take it as a preventive thing because I like to support all my systems, my detoxification systems, my immune systems, etc. So I take it every day, and I highly recommend that you do too, since, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we are still in cold and flu season, so can't hurt to have some extra, support for your body. So that is available through Sunday, and then the store is going to be closed for another month. So definitely get enough for you. We did sell out last time, so we did buy more bottles this time, but we may sell out again. So definitely get your bottles and maybe gift them to family members. And it's just easy. 12 drops in coffee, right? You're done. Okay, what else? So the next video in my Healthy Habits, Healthy Life is up from last week. It is coffee hacks. So it's a video of me showing you what I do with my, which coffees I have actually, which decaf coffees I have and what I put in it to make it super yummy and nutritious at the same time. If you're a coffee lover, definitely watch that video. So we'll put that link and playlist underneath this video as well. And soon we will be opening up the Health Freedom Tribe in February for more people to join. The launch price is going to be $11 a month. You get to talk to me live on Zoom for, once a week, as well as I tend to post things in there that I'm not allowed to post elsewhere. You know what I mean, right? So we're going to open up this new community, and the Health Freedom Tribe is going to be the first community actually into a new platform that we have invested in called Circle. Love the platform. It's more similar to Facebook than our current community, and eventually we'll be moving everybody over to this new platform. It's going to be really, really fun, but the Health Freedom Tribe gets to check it out first, and we get to connect a little bit more intimately, and in the future I'll be closing the Light Warrior network groups on MeWe and on Telegram. Okay, so if you missed the interview Friday that I did with Dr. Jean Farish on how to have harmony in relationships, even if you disagree, you definitely want to listen to that. That was a really fun show I did with Dr. Jean. We talked about how to do transformational telepathy as well as intuitive impressioning, and we did a little group healing process called, Relationship Harmonizer. So check it out, receive that healing and process, and I hope you really enjoy it. Would love your comments on that as well, and please share. For anyone who's like-minded who might benefit. And last but not least, we have a very important event next week on Tuesday, February 1st at 1 p.m. Tammy Mastroberte will be interviewing me on the Elevated Existent Telesummit, and we are going to be talking about autoimmunity, especially for highly sensitive people, how common it is, why it's so common, why it's more common for everyone on the planet right now, and what we can do about it on the energetic basis. And I'll be launching my Autoimmune Healing Secrets program through Tammy's platform at a discounted price. So if you do not already have the Autoimmune Healing Secrets program and you have any sort of autoimmune condition or allergies or multiple chemical sensitivities, EMF sensitivities, and you're a highly sensitive person, this might be perfect for you. So check it out, listen to the interview, see if it resonates with you. And I look forward to connecting with you there. We are going to take some live callers and do some live mini healings, and that's always really fun in Tammy's group. So I'm going to post the link below this where you can register, and also post the replay link as well. So in case you didn't hear it live because you can't make it Tuesday at 1, then you can at least hear the replay, which will be up for a week or so. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Well, that's this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. I hope you enjoyed it, and please feel free to comment below and like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye for now.